before you had touched on something about the M's in your hands, but you had got cut off and you never finished it.
So that just like that's an ancient biological thing that was planted in our avatars. Like almost like think of a form of branding, but it was more done in, you know, branding is something that's normally cruel. I'm talking about ancient old branding, like how they would brand a slave.
Right.
When you think of how they told you when they would take hot iron and with something on it and brand somebody like a slave, like they did that when they caught us in slavery, right? When they caught us in slavery, but that's a negative form of branding. Like what I mean, the way we did it, like it was done from a creative point.
Right.
Like everything we did when we designed these avatars, because we knew we was gonna be in them when we came down here. Think of these avatars like a peel on a banana. You know, like you got the whole banana, but the banana is not the peel, and the banana is in the inside.
Right.
So that's us, right? This the peel. The outer us is the peel.
Right.
Now, because we so creative, we use that creativity to weld all type of cosmic facts about ourselves, into these physical vessels we call bodies, our avatars. Right. So this was something that we did purposely. We did it with the M's, which mean master masons, because we the original masons of the cosmos. The original masons are the builders.
Right.
So when you think of Freemasons, those are nothing but a bunch of white races who hold on to our ancient texts, our ancient secrets, which we talk about these secrets in university, like all the stuff about being creators of this planet and being from a whole different planet. These are all the secrets the Freemasonries hold within them. They hold all that from us.
Right.
Then they let a few black people in their Freemason version just to make the world think it's watered down. And then black people they let in it, they don't really teach them too much and shit. They give them a little, but they don't. They keep all the sauce for themselves.
Right.
You feel me? So the shit they keep them for themselves is the shit like this, like how we talk about the M, like cosmic. It's cosmic things that is designed into you to remind you that you are an advanced being, that you are God, that you are everything and everything is you.
Right.
Your ether, your ether, literally, this is ether. Electricity, right? Static. Whether you put it in a coil form or not, it's static.
Right.
It has an electrical charge to it. They literally, when they collect the garbage, they be looking for hair and all that. They use trash and people with hair. They use all that to generate electricity.
And that's crazy. It makes sense now. Growing up, my mom used to always say when she would take the hair out the comb, she would burn it. She would never put it in the trash. She would burn it in the ashtray. She'd be like, don't throw that hair in the trash can. She would literally clean the combs and the brushes out and burn the hair. She would never throw them in the trash can.
Yeah, listen. Your ether is very, very, very powerful. Even with poppets. Like when people make them evil poppets, all they got to do is get somebody hair. They can get somebody hair, and then they'll take a poppet, without a face on it, and they'll stitch that person's hair into the poppet, and then they'll start up doing all type of casting negative intents on the poppet, and those intents will affect that person who hair they're using, because the hair is that strong and that powerful, and it's connected to your soul. It's connected to your aura.
That's why I don't let nobody twist my hair. That's why I don't let nobody twist my hair.
It's electricity. That's why you can't let nobody just get entangled up in there. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, you can always get rid of that, but it's the best thing is to just know the energy you bringing around you. But like far as the M's in your hands is just like another one of those symbols that we put in ourselves, because we creative like that.
Yeah. Facts.
We creative like that. You feel me? We creative like that. So, we took our avatar, like I said, we did it with our fingertips. With our fingers too. Like your fingerprint, everybody's fingerprint is different, because all of these fingerprints that they get from us, the God species, blacks and Latinos, these fingerprints are designs of different galaxies and planets and planet structures. You know, when a planet is aligned, they'll call that like a star system, but it'd be a bunch of planets and galaxies and universes.
Yeah.
And they endless because they always shifting and formatting because energy is always moving. So the shapes and designs and like of what you want to call planets, like far as like the way they are designed and aligned in the cosmos, cosmically, like they don't stay stationary. They always moving.
Facts.
Energy is always moving. It's the law of vibration. Everything is always in a constant state of motion. That's the law of vibration. That's why vibration even vibrates. You get what I'm saying? Because energy is always in a constant state of motion. So that's physics. You know what I'm saying? That's physics. Shit like that to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? They know we didn't pay attention to. We weren't paying attention to no damn physics and science and none of that.
Hell no.
Yeah, we weren't paying attention to no physics and science and none of that.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that science and stuff like that, even if you did, you know, we don't know this. They keep this stuff away from us.
Yeah.
This is the real truth of the reason why all these fingerprints, like our fingerprints specifically, are like the design where they are. The design of it. Look at the rings in your fingerprint. You'll see the same rings in a tree stump. You chop a 30 millimeter bush down, which is the new trees, because the ancient trees are the mountains. Those are all trees. Your mountains is the real trees. Ain't no more forest left here. It used to be a whole forest here on this planet, but they chopped all the fucking trees down.
Yeah.
So you got the little 30 millimeter that we know are right. And even if you chop that down, it's gonna be having the designs that you see in our fingerprints. Feel me? The trees. Now that's the crown of your head is the same. Your hair growing away like that. Like when I used to have waves, I had to brush my hair a certain way.
Yeah.
Hair naturally grows away from your crown and it formulates a circle. And the form of that circle is formulating that galaxy, that hole for the crown to eject through because you already connected to the cosmos.
Facts.
We connected to the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? We are connected
Yeah.
to the cosmos.
Facts.
It's different. Like when I say we connected, we affect all formats around us with our thoughts and our moods.
That is totally true. That's
You
totally
know?
true.
So that M is just another one of them symbols, like the fingerprint, the crown of your head, the bottom of your feet, the way your heartbeat is aligned to the vessel. It look just like tree branches, right?
Yeah.
That's because we are connected to everything. Plants have chloroplasts. They say we have DNA. We don't. We have DEA. But the equivalent of plant DNA or DEA would be called chloroplast. That's what plants have.
Yeah.
But chloroplast is in plants is also inside of you. That's why people can eat chlorophyll and it helps them. You know, we retain energy the same way plants do.
Right.
Right? We retain energy through photosynthesis, through the sun's light, the sun's energy and water. Pure water. But even if we don't have water, as long as we have sun, we'll always be good because we are water. So we can always create that within ourselves.
Right.
It's floating in water. Your lungs, everything in you is floating in water. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything in you is floating on. Your brain is water around your brain. You know what I'm saying? Your brain
Yeah.
is up to your skull. It's like floating.
Yeah.
Everything, all your organs is you water. You know what I'm
Floating
saying?
in water. Right. Facts.
All your organs is floating because you water.
Right.
So
Facts.
have real water, which is why we have real water. We've been drinking poison water since they got here.
Yeah.
Water stream, right? So not having our water won't kill us, right? But it does weaken us, right?
Right.
But we are still connected to the sun. So we literally live off the plants. We give life to the trees too, and the trees give us life. That's why they say trees give you oxygen. That's a lie, because oxygen is bad. That's a chemtrail that they spray.
Right.
Trees release hydrogen. They don't release no damn oxygen. Even the 30mm bushes release because it's connected to the soil, the roots of the planet. So that's a living thing that you're talking about here. It is water. Just like we water. So we receiving a lot of our energy nowadays from the ground. That's why grounding is so powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because all the energy is still in the ground.
Yeah.
It used to be all around us, but now it's just in the ground. So that's where we getting everything from. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works with us. So, and we got the sun. And we got the sun. Even when the clouds are out, the sun. Never forget that. The clouds are man-made. So the clouds are used to block the sun. That's
Right.
it. But the sun is still out. You feel me? The sun still never forget that. Yeah. Whether it's a cloudy day or not. But let's make it a cloudy day. If it's a cloudy day, you just don't see the sun.
Yeah. The sun is out. We are the sun.
Cloudy day. If it's a cloudy day, you don't see the sun.
No, all you see is them fake ass clouds.
The sun's still out though. You don't see the sun, but the sun's still out though.
Hell yeah, them
And
fake
at nighttime,
clouds.
the sun is still out.
Right.
Remember that. When it's nighttime here, it's daytime somewhere else, right? The sun is out somewhere else, right?
Right.
So remember, it was two suns. So although they pushed the second sun away, which is why we can't see any form of darkness that come on the planet, it was two suns. So with it being one sun now, it rotates around the planet and it brings on a form of darkness. Now the form of darkness it brings on.
This,
Now the form of darkness it brings on. You feel me?
right.
That's what we would call nighttime.
Sorry, I'm making some weed butter and the machine is.
No, you good.
I'm trying to make sure I don't burn the butter because this nigga gonna kick my ass if I burn the butter.
You good. Nah, you good.
But you did your lecture on Muhammad Ali was probably one of the most powerful lectures. I advise everybody, if you ain't watched it, join the university. The lectures on the university that you ain't seen are some of the most powerful lectures that I have seen. And that one on Muhammad Ali was totally blew my mind. It was awesome though.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite lectures.
Okay.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite lectures. Yeah, all of them probably is my favorite, but that one about Muhammad Ali, I never really looked at it. You know, you never really look at you until your third eye is open. You don't see stuff for what it is, and then when it's open and somebody put it out there, you like, damn, yeah, they did my man's dirty, as you like to say, they got down on him.
Yeah, yeah, they did Ali dirty. They did Ali dirty. Yeah, they definitely did Ali dirty.
That was a powerful lecture. I really liked that lecture.
I appreciate that. Yeah, they did Ali dirty. But look, speaking of which, I'm finna get out here because I'm finna get ready for tonight's lecture on the site.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all. I'm finna do this lecture on Mary Laveau. So I'm gonna see y'all on the website. Peace to the guys and goddesses of Planet Kai. Now we ride. I appreciate both of y'all, man. Love y'all deeply, Reflection.
Yes, one love, Reflection.